on Travel, TV that takes you there. And now here's a look at our programme starting the day for you. In a moment, Holiday Australia takes you to the best holiday spots down under. At 12:30, climb aboard for a railway adventure across Europe. Holiday Destinations with David Jacobs at 1 provides an in-depth guide to a major resort. And at 1:30, Travelling Europe examines the best holiday locations closer to home. At 2, tour the beautiful waterways of Ireland. And at 2:30, Sir Clement Freud introduces a fun guide to food and drink from around the world. Your afternoon's viewing here on Travel, TV that takes you there.
Travel. Hello, I'm Cara Noble with the weather. Tomorrow will be a pretty wild day over much of Europe. Thunder is likely in central Italy and the former Yugoslavia. In the north and west there'll be lots of cloud, heavy rain, some storms and gales. Much of this activity will centre on northern Germany. In the south it'll be generally dry and sunny. Much of northern and central Europe will be cold for this time of year. It'll be hot in the south, temperatures reaching the 30s Celsius. And if you're in the southeast, then be prepared for a heat wave as much of the hot weather is currently heading your way. Now news for motorists in Britain and northern France. Delays are likely on the A3 in Surrey. That's due to a contraflow between Painshill and Esher Common. In Gwent, the second Severn crossing is underway, so there are restrictions on the M4 between junctions 23 and 22. Expect roadworks on the A1M in North Yorkshire between Sprotmore and Mar, and in Northern Ireland on the A2 in County Down. Delays are likely in both areas. Also on the M74 between junctions 2 and 4 in Strathclyde, there are lane closures. Heavy traffic is expected on the Boulevard Périphérique, A104 and A4 outside Paris, as visitors travel to and from Euro Disney. Lane closures also causing delays on the A1 at La Courneuve between Le Bourget and Saint-Denis. Delays also being caused by roadworks on the N13 at Bellingraville between Caen and Croissontville, on the N12 at Cesson-Sévigné, and restrictions are currently in place on the N137 at Mimiac-Morvan. That's it for now, but before I sign off, here are the latest currency details, followed by the sunrise and sunset times.
Get a first-class ticket and climb aboard for a railway adventure across Europe. From the romance of Switzerland's last steam railway and the bays of the English Riviera to the Victorian engineers who conquered the Alps. If you like to travel in style, join Travel to relive the great railway journeys of Europe. Journeying through Europe's most rugged and inaccessible landscapes and rediscovering the thrill that rail travel brings. Tickets at the ready in half an hour.
This is Travel, TV that takes you there. Now the best holiday locations down under are yours in Holiday Australia.
Hello and welcome to Holiday. Well, this is the Good Ship Bounty, a piece of seafaring history. And later on tonight, we're going to be setting the odd sail, hauling in the odd halyard, and reliving a bit of that history. Not the mutiny, I hope. It's also an extremely good way of seeing Sydney Harbour. That later. Also in tonight's programme, Cecilia Yates explores Hinchinbrook Island by kayak.
I'll have a rest, I think. My arms are so sore.
David DeVos profiles Perth, past and present.
Apart from a few 19th century gems like the glorious Government House, this is a city that takes on new skylines as a snake takes a new skin, and almost as frequently.
And we visit Canberra in full flower.
Bands of colour, swirls of colour, contrasting colours. You see it in a way that appeals to your senses as well as to your emotions.
But first we go underground to Coober Pedy in South Australia's north. It used to be a hard day's drive along bone-shuddering, unsealed roads. But today, a new sealed Stuart Highway extends northwards across the desolation. And halfway between Adelaide and Alice Springs exists, or should I say did exist, a rather robust place to break the journey. Coober Pedy. Coober Pedy's reputation's always been that of a rather lawless Wild West town. A place where the opal was action and cash the transaction. But the new highways brought change, accounts, credit cards, and a different type of traveller with different expectations.
Im Jahre 1915 von einer Gruppe von
International tourists are fascinated by Coober Pedy's opals, its wide-open spaces, and its unique lifestyle. A style suggested by its name.
At the same time tomorrow. Coming up after the break, railway adventures across Europe.
Jersey measures just 9 miles by 5, yet somehow squeezes in 50 miles of spectacular coastline and miles of glorious sandy beaches. Travel flew to Jersey to discover the best. Want to know what's happening with the weather? Then join me, Cara Noble, for the First Choice Weather Report on the hour here on Travel, TV that takes you there.
If you want to go to places like these, make a date with Travel and holiday destinations in half an hour.
This is Travel TV that takes you there. And now all aboard for a window seat and a first-class ticket on a trip available only to travel viewers who desire a railway adventure across Europe.
On this railway adventure, a playground of the rich and famous, crocodiles and Austrian glaciers on the Reichersbahn Railway. Hi, I'm Martin Roberts. Just up the tracks, a Benedictine monastery, a prehistoric landslide and snow galleries. Join me from Disentis to St. Moritz on Railway Adventures Across Europe. If there's one thing that they're not short of in Switzerland, it's mountains and valleys. Where would all those chocolate box covers be without them? Well, this journey takes us through a fair share of both. We depart from the city of Disentis in the canton of Graubünden and end up in glamorous St. Moritz. We hop on an aerial cable car to 7,500 feet and cross the world's second largest stone arch bridge. Cameras at the ready. The railway has 2 routes, and because this programme is such good value for money, we'll take you on both. Incredible scenery, historical landmarks, all that stuff, and a journey on a railway that has over 100 bridges and 10 miles of tunnels. And in terms of engineering, it's a real doozy. It's all aboard for Land of Alpine Adventure. This railway adventure across Switzerland takes us on the Reichersbahn Railway, also known as the RHB. It's a major railway that crosses the spectacular scenery throughout the canton or state of Graubünden in southeast Switzerland. We'll cover 2 different routes to the playground of the rich and famous.
Highlights for tomorrow night, here on Travel. At 7, it's full steam ahead with railway adventures across Europe.
We'll be travelling on almost every conceivable class of locomotive, from valiant survivors of the age of steam to the latest in diesel and electric technology.
At 7:30, an in-depth trip to a top resort in Holiday Destinations, introduced by David Jacobs. Holiday expert Anne Gregg is your guide at 8 for a tour of one of the world's super cities.
The romance of Rome, the bustle of Bangkok, the mystery of Marrakesh, the sunshine of Sydney. All this and much, much more.
At 8:30, Yorkshire daleswoman Hannah Hawkswell is the innocent abroad.
Whatever I am, wherever I am, this is me.
At 9, actor Anthony Quayle takes us on a journey through China and the heart of the dragon.
The Square of Heavenly Peace in Peking is still the center of gravity of the nation, the place to which all the visitors come.
And with writer Elizabeth Luard taking us on a tour of the rich tradition of Europe's cooking at 10, that's just part of tomorrow night's viewing for you, here on Travel, TV that takes you there. You're watching Travel, TV that takes you there. Including Travel File, a complete updated range of guides to what's happening and available in the travel world. Regular travel weather, holidays with famous celebrities, a full travel tech service, the most experienced holiday TV presenters.
Hello, I'm Anne Gregg, and every week you can join me on Travel for Super Cities.
In-depth guides, superb sights, currency rates, non-stop competitions to win fabulous holidays, breathtaking locations, European road information, fun guests.
Join me, Lionel Blair.
Hello, darling, I'm Fred Brown.
Hello, I'm David Hamilton.
I'm Jenny Agutter.
I'm Dennis Healy, as if you didn't know. I've always got a picture of her with me. Just like I always remember what she looks like. There she is.
And we all piled out of the balloon. And Roger at the bottom. And as he came out the bottom, we went, oh, James Bond!
And special holiday bargain offers. Travel, TV that takes you there.
is travel TV that takes you there and tickles your taste buds. And now you can join Bert Wolf on another of his culinary expeditions in A Taste for Travel.
What's the best eating pattern for a pregnant woman to follow? And how do you choose foods if you want to reduce the effects of aging? Two of the most important diet questions now being answered by scientists. We'll check on their progress by visiting the Culinary Institute in Hyde Park, New York, and see how they're dealing with these challenges. We'll discover the methods used by supermodel supermom Kim Alexis and uncover the techniques now being tested all over the world, plus some fabulous recipes. Join me, Bert Wolf, with A Taste for Travel. We start by looking at the studies nutrition at Hunter College. She graciously offered to share her recipe for a delicious, nutritionally well-balanced rice and potato soup. 2 tablespoons of olive oil go into a saucepan. Then 2 potatoes that have been peeled and diced. Cook and stir them around for about 7 minutes until they brown. Then add in 2 shredded carrots, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 bay leaves, 2 stalks of celery cut into small pieces, and 10 cups of chicken stock. All that cooks together for about 40 minutes. A little pepper to taste, and you add in a cup of long grain rice and cook about 12 minutes more or until the rice is tender. A few tablespoons of grated Parmigiano cheese, a little chopped parsley, and you're ready to serve. But remember, take out the bay leaves before you serve the soup. Let's take a look at the nutrition in this recipe. The carrots not only add a bright color to the soup, but they also contribute a fair amount of folic acid and vitamin A. Remember, any fresh vegetable, such as carrots, should not be kept out any longer than necessary or cooked too long. Excessive exposure to air destroys folic acid, so preserve this star nutrient and don't leave your carrots hanging around. The celery stalks provide a wonderful taste and texture, as well as some important fiber to the diet. The long grain rice is the complex carbohydrate in the soup, and if you want to vary carbohydrates, try brown rice or any kind of pasta instead. The Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York, is one of the leading schools for the training of professional chefs. Each year, their graduates are taken into the kitchens of great restaurants throughout the world. Francis Lopez is a chef instructor at the Institute with an excellent family recipe for rice pudding with fresh fruit.
Tell me, which language would you like to be speaking in 3 months' time? Because it is possible. All it takes is a little application from you and a Linguaphone language course from us. With Linguaphone you listen, you repeat, and before you know it, you understand. Linguaphone have a wide variety of courses in 30 languages to suit every need, including cassettes and CDs. In fact, everything you need to speak another language whenever and wherever you like. So if you'd like a free information pack and demonstration cassette, just call Linguaphone free on 0800 123 300. Come on, what have you got to lose?
See this rather weather-beaten fence? It's sort of the Malibu dividing line, because on that side it's public beach, on this side it's one of the most exclusive residential areas in all of California. It is the Colony, the Malibu Colony, where since 1920, Hollywood movie stars have been coming. Well, it's sort of a place to get away from it all. And believe me, they have gotten away from it all, and they have built some of the most expensive homes we'll ever see. Malibu Colony has a security force, so to ensure that we could get some footage of the secret home sites, we hitched a ride with Julian Wasser, who illustrates clearly that when the going gets tough, celebrity photographers take to the sky. In Malibu, is there one place that is more preferable than another, or along Pacific Coast Highway to live? I mean, if you're a celebrity and you want to impress your friends.
Well, I'd rather live in the colony. It's cozier. There are lots of people around. I certainly want to live out in some walled, secluded place in the middle of nowhere. I want people around me.
Give me a rundown of just the celebrities who live out in this area, if you can.
Anne Margaret, Barbara Streisand, Ally McGraw, Carson.
Paradise, an island fantasy where stars and celebrities from all over the world come to share their most intimate travel experiences with host Sally Faber. Each interview is conducted in strictest confidence. Only you are invited to join them as we sift in secrecy through their travel snaps.
Hello, well today I'm joined by just the kind of guest you want to spend a balmy afternoon on the beach with. She's been an actress for over 20 years, during which time she's starred in some of the most popular series on television. Well, she's trekked all the way here to share some thoughts and, of course, some souvenirs with me from a recent holiday in Kenya, and I'm very pleased to welcome Diane Keane to Paradise. Welcome, Diane.
Thank you. I didn't know it was so close.
It is. It's just a quick hop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not so far. And then, are you a sun-loving person?
Oh, please, yes.
What were you doing in Kenya?
I was holidaying, but, I mean, it's home for me, so it's a long time since I've been back. So I went back, but also my husband had never been. And so we decided that we would just do it because it's something we talked about forever and ever and never did. So we did.
And when you say it's home for you, what, you were brought up there, or how much of your childhood did you spend?
All of it.
All of it?
Yeah. I left when I was about 18, so I went to school there. And
when you went back, did you think it's changed a lot?
It has changed a lot. A lot of it's for the better, but the one thing that I found somewhat distressing was the fact that, you know, the land situation is taking its toll on the wildlife, really, which is a great shame.
So when you were there, did you manage to get out and about and do lots of touristy things?
We did.
That you probably in your childhood you would have.
No, I wouldn't have been dead doing. Absolutely not. No, we did 3 safaris. 3 safaris we did. And I insisted that they were tented safaris because I thought, well, now, Neil, if you haven't been to Africa, you haven't been on safari unless you've been in a tent. So, I've got to show you this. This is one of the tents we stayed in.
You may realize, just turn to text on your remote control and you'll get Travel Text, our very own teletext service, bringing you pages and pages of current information to help with all your travel plans. Plus our fabulous Get Ready and Go competitions to win free holidays. And that's not all. If you're booking a late holiday, Travel Text will have the cheapest late bargain deals you can find. You could save hundreds of pounds off the brochure price, or find a cut price flight. So look out for the best deals on Travel Text, only here on Travel. Get a first-class ticket and climb aboard for a
This is the original romantic hideaway to many of the adventurous travelers among us. A glorious gem of an island, Mauritius is somewhat little known to most of its European visitors, other than its reputation for being picturesque and enjoying a balmy climate throughout most of the year. Its population is made up of many races, living and working harmoniously together in a system of democracy and relative stability, welcomed by all, not least the visiting tourists.
Mauritius is a unique tourist destination. We have got a blend of Western and Eastern civilization. People from different cultures, different civilizations coexist peacefully together. We offer to the world a unique example of unity in diversity, and on the top of that, we've got very gorgeous beaches, wonderful hotels, which offer a lot of attractive facilities to tourists all over the world. The Mauritian people is known for its sense of hospitality, for its warmth of welcome, for its smile. And I would invite all people all over the world to come and be exposed to the warmth of the Mauritian people.
Mauritius is an oyster-shaped island far flung in the Indian Ocean between India and Africa. It lies 500 miles east of Madagascar and over 1,000 miles from the coast of Kenya, covering some 720 square miles.
Hello, and as we come to the end of today's weather, here are the forecasts for the next 4 days in Europe's capitals. I'm Cara Noble. Do have a good night.
Kept secrets under the sun is the Caribbean hideaway of Anguilla. The low-profile neighbour of St. Martin is a secluded paradise you'll quickly come to regard as your very own island in the sun. Just a 2.5-hour hot hop from Miami, the 35-square-mile isle in the British West Indies boasts 12 miles of picture-perfect beaches. When MTV's sexy VJ Julie Brown said, "I want my vacation," she grabbed her boyfriend and followed the sun to Anguilla.
You know, the main reason for coming away is relaxing and just enjoying yourself, you know, just feeling free. And Anguilla is beautiful for that. You're not under pressure of anything. Anguilla is the kind of island where you don't have to pretend you're having fun. You don't have to go out and have loads of drinks and cocktails in the afternoon on the beach, you know, to have a good time. It ends up bringing out all the nice stuff inside of you that you've probably been too scared to let out in the city. But every now and again, I get a little freaky.
You're unbelievable. You're so unbelievable. You're unbelievable.
Speed. I love speed. I love going really, really fast. So the speedboat ride I really, really enjoyed. And I love to be in control. So I took the wheel. I mean, it was really exciting, you know.
This is Travel, TV that takes you there. And now here's a look at programs starting your day tomorrow. At 12 o'clock, Holiday Australia takes you to the best spots down under. At 12:30, get a first-class ticket for a railway adventure across Europe. Holiday Destinations with David Jacobs at 1 gives you an in-depth guide to a major resort. And at 1:30, travel expert Anne Gregg explores one of the world's super cities. Then at 2, join Hannah Hawkswell, our innocent abroad, as she leaves Britain's shores for the very first time. And at 2:30, Elizabeth Luard explores the rich tradition of food, drink and culture that Europe has to offer. All coming up here on Travel, TV that takes you there.